working on the shredder, and I'm going to try to do something with the steering as well. This is what we broke here. It's called a front upper deck. Get that to focus there. It's RER 02495. So here is the busted one. As you can see, the design is kind of crappy. Look how close it is to the edge. I'm not really a fan of that, especially on plastic. Let me get this out real quick. Alright, so you'll notice this is the old one versus the new one. You see where it's broken at. But honestly, guys, that's really close to the edge. I do not like that design. These holes, in my opinion, should be way further back. Plastic, you know, is cool and all, but I mean, it does bend and flex and stuff for a reason. I just think that that's just a bad design. All these holes that are close to the edge here, these are kind of okay. This one's pretty close as well, so is that one. I would scoot those back or put more material around them. I mean, that's just kind of something that's just, you know, begging to be broken. Kind of looking this thing over, I did notice a couple other things. You'll see right here how the drive cup, if it'll stay focused, is kind of mushroomed out, or, you know, got the hole developing there. I really want to change that out, but I do not have another one right now, so I'm going to have to order one. I'm going to have to get a couple extra parts right now because parts are kind of hard to get, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to order some extra pieces for that, especially maybe even a whole new differential. I had one around here somewhere, but it's not the right cup. It's an Arrma, and the Arrma cups are a little bit bigger. Let me show you what the difference is. Alright, so here is the cup on the Red Cat. You can see that, right? Here is the one for the Arrma. For one, it's much bigger. For two, it's a completely different style. So it doesn't fit the housing in there. Because I remember trying this one before. This is a differential that I bought. I was originally going to stick it in the center, and I ran into all kinds of problems with the fitment. Basically, if I want to make this fit like I wanted to in the center, I'm going to have to drill the chassis. I actually bought a mount right here for this, and I was actually going to take out the little spool thing in the center and use that, but I have not been able to use either one of those because the way this is set up here, it's very specific, which, you know, okay, that's fine. Every maker's got their own thing. But I'm going to have to find a way to get this thing a little bit of upgrades because nobody really makes anything. For example, this one here, I really wanted to go with a metal piece. I could not find one. So it's either make my own or buy another plastic. So I bought this one and a spare that I have up there. So I'm trying to get a few extra parts in here because parts are kind of hard to get right now, and especially for this model here, they don't really make upgrades. Not a lot of third-party aftermarket stuff, so it is what it is. You know, I'm just going to try to kind of mull through it, and eventually I'll come up with something better, but for right now, it's just going to have to do. I think part of the issue here is when it flexes, everything's being put on this main support right here, which is fine, but it doesn't really help the bad design here. So what I want to do is I want to help that out and maybe make a tower to tower brace or something. I've got a few ideas on how I want to do that, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So I'm probably going to do a two-part system, maybe from each shock, something like that, because I mean, if you look at the back here, I can bend it pretty good right now, And I just don't want all that stuff flexing down there. If it is that close, okay, let's try to save it as much as possible. Yes, I know, guys, it is a Red Cat. But I'm not one of these people that thinks they make horrible models. They just make bad engineering decisions like this. And, you know, some of the parts are a little cheaper. So there are ways you can make them better, and I will be working on it. So I've replaced the front upper plate, or whatever they call this. I've added a few heavier duty screws that I got out of a kit for the Axial SCX 10.3 or 10.2. I'm hoping that kind of adds a little more support. It looks like it would be better anyway, so that's the thought process. So now I'm going to try to see what I can do about the steering. I'm going to put my upper arms on here, and then I'm going to try to work on the steering a little bit. I think they might be in the knuckles themselves, but we'll kind of find out. So I put the upper arms back on now, and we got the upper plate or whatever installed again. So we're going to see if we can do something about this steering here. So just to refresh everybody, this is what I got. See, I can make the steering go straight, but it's lazy. So I go one way and I'll try to come back and see how crooked it gets. Something is still causing it to bind, so I'm betting it's inside the hubs. So what I'm going to do, I think something is too tight or something, so that's what my goal is here. I'm going to pull these wheels off and kind of... So we got it all patched up. Got the brace back on right here. Put a couple more screws in there. Hopefully it'll be a little more sturdy, like I said. And I did a little work on the steering in the front here. It's a little off, but you want each tire to kind of bow out just a little bit. So let's see how close we are. Okay. So still a little lazy coming back from the right. I think it's just mechanical design. I can't really get all that out of there. But this tire here needs to go over a little, and that one also on the other side. So we're going to kind of adjust it a little bit. Something, I don't know, similar to that. Let's see how good it looks on the top. So look down the line of sight. Doesn't look terrible. We'll have to see how it drives, but doesn't look that far off, I don't think. So, all right, we're gonna get it outside here and see if this does any better. All right, so we're only on 3S, but let's check it out. See if we did anything to make it straight. Better. Still lags a little bit to the left, but that's all right. Great brakes. All right, let's get some hill time in, see how well it jumps.
Now it's wet out, and I only got 3S, so let's just check it out. Still jumps beautifully. Woo! That's a good jump right there. It just takes it pretty good. On 3S, it's pretty easy on the truck. Even if I hit it hard, like I'm doing right now. It doesn't really get crazy until I go to 4S. That's about the craziest it gets right there. I can get another good jump out of it. That's a good one. I'm trying to get the flex to see if it's going to do anything or not. See if I can keep pounding that side over here. Performs beautifully on 3S, just a little slow. There we go, that's a nice good flex. Just trying to see what that upper brace will hold. Another good hit. Ooh, I like that one. Okay. So let's go check it out and see how well we did. And as you can see, it's running fairly straight. So that might be the ticket right there. If not, that's got to be close. I want to look at that upper brace, see how good or bad that is doing before I go crazy. All right. Excuse the mess in the garage. It's always going to be kind of messy out here. All right. See how hot we're first. Oh yeah, that thing gets blistering hot. So, let's check out our upper brace here. Looks like it's holding very well. I still don't like that design, man. It's I know they got a little bit built up there for support, but it just seems like it's just, I don't know, man. It just looks like it's a failure point. I would love to see a metal something come out for that. And then this over here, I'm probably going to have to do something with the motor fan that I have, so I can get this pulled in a little bit, because this motor is pretty warm, and get it to where I can actually do a full bash without it getting so hot. Mesh is okay. Gears are hot. ESC is pretty warm, and the motor is really warm. So I need to figure that out. But yeah, Shred's back and running pretty good. So I'm very happy.